student chapters across SC Ghana who would be sharing their experiences and insights with us. So essentially, this webinar is going to be a panel discussion, which will be followed by a Q&A session where the audience will be given the opportunity to ask questions or share their thoughts. Without wasting much time, let's get started. Pamela, I would like to begin with you. What are some common misconceptions about internships and how do you think students can prepare towards it? Hello, Pamela. Pamela, please, are you there? Okay. Pamela.
Yes, please, I'm here. Please, can you come again?
Yeah, I said I would like to begin with you. What are some common misconceptions about internships and how do you think students can prepare towards them?
Okay, so some of the misconceptions that like I knew of was that when I was going, I heard from people that when you start your internships, they'll be sending you to go and buy this, go and buy that, like just running errands. But I got to know, but during my internship, I got to know that all wasn't true. Yeah, I got to experience this hands-on training and all that.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you,
thank you.
Pamela. Munira, to building on Pamela's point, how do you think organizations could create a more engaging and productive internship experience? Munira, to please, are you there? Okay, Eugene, please answer that for us.
Hello.
How do you think? Yeah, Munira, is that you?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Please can. Hello.
Munira, please go ahead.
Yes, please can you come again with the question?
Sure. I was asking, how do you think organizations could create a more productive and engaging internship experience?
How organizations can conduct internship. Okay, right. Organizations can engage the by providing level and researching for and and also they can do providing them things with projects and pairing them with experienced professionals at work and offering feedback and information. That's what I can add to that. Organization can encourage and ask questions, provide feedback, and participate in that work together. Thank
Thank you, Munira, too. Isaac, building on what Munira too said, please share your thoughts with us on the roles internships play in talent development and recruitment for career roles. Isaac,
Am I having network issues or everybody's having the same thing?
I think the line is okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't hear anything.
Yeah, possibly they are not speaking.
Okay, so probably you can move the question to another person.
Can I answer?
Yes.
Okay. So internship really plays a great role in with the interns. It brings about skills development, industry exposure, and then career clarity. It also brings about professional networking, especially where I am. I get exposed to a lot of big men and then industry experts who actually gives me my career path and then also shows me ways and means I can achieve my success so far as my career path is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eugene. So, wrapping up with our general questions, Gertrude, I would like you to tell us how the female representation was like, especially in technical roles. Over to you, Gertrude. Gertrude, please, are you there? Okay, let's move on. Bubune, please, I would like you to tell us how the female representation was like, particularly in technical roles at Bust Energies. Bubune.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
So when I got to boss, there were just a few number of female representatives in the technical aspect. And well, I was very curious to ask why a lot of the females weren't in the technical aspect. And what I was told is that most of the things they deal with, they've come to understand that most of these females are not willing to work there, and then most of the things they deal with are very dangerous to the female reproductive system. So the representation was very, very low. Most times you see that they place them in where they're just with computers to do Excel, but you don't really see them on the field. So that was how the presentation was like.
Thank you, Bubuni. Roberta, please, I would like you to add in what was the female representation like at Tema Oil Refining?
So in Tama Oil Refinery, we had just a few females in the technical side. For my department, production department, I could count just three of them. Yes, I could count just three of them. And then the reason being that the females don't really want to engage in in quotes, the dirty work and all that. So it was just three of them who were willing to do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move on. Ellen, let's talk about finding opportunities. You did your internship at Platon Gas Oil, and I would like to find out from you how you got to know about your internship and kindly walk us through the application process.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Actually, mine was through I would say networking. So actually I knew somebody in the company who helped me or assisted me to secure the internship slot by preparing my CV, which was taken to the HR, and I got a response from them, I think a few weeks after. So yeah, it was through referral, and then I think it was great. And mostly we need to open up and then keep on networking, and also be able to share our intentions or ideas with other people so that if there is any opportunity, they will be able to link us up. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a valuable contribution there. Roberta, complementing Ellen's experience, I would like you to also walk us through the application process for your internship at Oil Refining.
So for my application, you're supposed to go to the school. First of all, you're supposed to go to the school for a letter and then submit it to the company. One thing that helped me, apart from getting the letter, was the fact that my dad actually knew someone there. I didn't know the person personally, but my dad knew the person there. And then I gave the letter to him and I asked him to send it to the person. And that was how come I got a slot there.
Thank you, Roberta. Now let's explore experiences and growths from internship. Let's hear from you, Akpalu. What expectations did you have before your internship, and did the internship match your expectations? Over to you, Akpalu. Akpalu, please, are you with us? Please unmute and speak.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry for the delay. With the question you asked, with expectations concerning me linked to the internships. Okay, I think it was quite a surprise to me because I found myself in Tamale refinery, and because I'm offering oil and gas engineering, and I went to do the internship or had it at a secondary level. That was like level 200. So mostly I was not equipped with much knowledge with refinery techniques and all that. But I think what I was taught and what I went to meet there was quite different because it was basically like downstream, and what basically we do in oil and gas is aptly for mainstream like upstream, exploration and stuff. But I think it was not quite an expectation to be sure of or to write home about. But after the whole experience, I think it was quite a good one to write home about because I got to learn more about the downstream. That was basically refinery techniques and everything that they had they had to teach me at Tema Oil Refinery. Yeah, so that was it.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Now let's
Thank you.
talk about bridging theory and practice. Roberta, how did the internship align with your classroom knowledge? Let's hear from you, Roberta.
Please, can you come again with the question?
Sure. I was asking, how did the internship align with your classroom knowledge?
Okay, so when we started, before internship, we all know that we go through theoretical practice. We go through theoretical practice and all that. So with the internship, I actually got hands-on practicals. I had the opportunity to see real life equipment, like in the in the classroom, we are shown pictures of how they look like, but then on the field, it was actually real life experience. We could study the parts and then all that has to do with it. Thank you.
Thank you. Roberta, please share with us what role or department were you in at Tema Oil Refining?
So personally, I wanted to be in the safety department, but I was given production, and even under the production department, I was taken to utilities unit.
Okay, okay, okay. You've highlighted the essentials. Thank you. So we all know internships are about leveling up as students. So Isaac, kindly share with us new skills you acquired from your internships, both technical and soft skills. Isaac, please, are you with us? Okay, please hang in there. You can go ahead now. Let's hear from you, Isaac.
FM. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, thank you very much, Naya. So with the skills that I gained, to be more precise, it was a very great experience. And then I actually had communications as in better and work together as teams. And that was basically some of the skills that I developed during my internship.
Thank you, Isaac. Let's bring Ellen into the conversation here. Ellen, please share with us skills you gained from your internship, both technical and soft skills.
Okay, thank you, Naya. So I actually gained a lot of experience with the practical knowledge when it comes to fuel storage operations, product quality. It was actually a refinery, so product quality control and then other safety procedures. And then also because they are very particular with data, they also had their own software. It's actually a private refinery, so they had their own design softwares they were using for some of their calculations and other apps as well, like um other apps that were used for interpolation, oil calc, and on and on. And then technically, it was funny. I think we went to the safety office where he was like, it's not all the time that we'll bring in people to come and fix stuff for us. So he gave me the opportunity and taught me how to open up an air condition and to clean it up. So I think personally that is going to be a plus for me. So yeah, these are the few things that I actually could remember and then would like to share. Thank you.
Thank you. That was interesting. Gertrude, I would like to hear from you on this one. How does this resonate with your own experience? What skills did you gain?
So the first thing I would like to talk about is the software experience. So the first thing is I was able to gain proficiency in softwares like Excel and then AutoCAD. So these softwares have specific techniques that we may not know, but they had the knowledge and I was able to learn about that. So the second one, which is technical aspects, I would say it's about teamwork and then collaboration. So I was able to build up on my teamwork and collaborative skills, which helped all of us to work in a positive way.
Thank you, Gertrude. Benedicta, what was the most rewarding aspect of your internship experience? Kindly share with us the highlights of it all. Over to you, Benedicta.
Okay, so I would say the most rewarding part was being able to apply my research skills. So we did a lot of research and projects when we were in school, and we applied certain skills like certain websites, Google Scholar, and all those things, and also using referencing and all that. It made researching easier because with the field I'm in, we are mostly doing research and project planning. So that was the most rewarding part, being able to apply something I learned in school in at the place of where I was interning. Thank you.
Thank you, Benedicta. Following up on what Benedicta just said, Roberta, kindly share with us the most challenging part of your internship experience and how you overcame it.
Personally, thank you very much for the question. Personally, I don't recall having any challenges. It's just with the problem of me going to work very early and then having to come back very late, which I'm not used to. That's my only challenge. But then from the people I was working with, the people I was there with, they were having problems with accommodation because you living in Accra, coming to work in Tema, and you're not finding anyone to live with, to stay with for the period. That was a big challenge. And then because the person didn't find anyone to live with, you have to come all the way from Accra every morning and then come and work, and you are tired through the day, have to go back the next day, the same thing. Those were the challenging moments that I can think of. But for me personally, I doubt I had any challenging moments. I really enjoyed it too. I don't see where I faced the challenge. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberta. Now that we've dug into the experience itself, let's shift to the company culture and mentorship aspects of internships. I would like to kick off with you, Bubuni. What was your training and mentorship experience like?
Okay, so about the training aspect, we got to bridge the gap between the theoretical aspect and then the technical aspect. There are most times that we know about valves, we know about how to open, we've seen how to operate a system on a gantry, but we just did not know how to do it. So I got the opportunity to do hands-on training whereby there's at times that you are being called to operate a certain machine, and you have to, because the least mistake you do is going to result in a loss. So I'm able to learn, and then I'm able to apply the theoretical knowledge in on the technical field. And then about the mentorship, lucky for us, every month, every end of the month, we are being tracked. Okay, so at the end of the month, what did you learn? The things you were assigned to, did you have any challenge? Were you able to learn a new thing? Were you able to apply something? So they track this and they assess this every month after our experience. So that was it.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Moving on to the next question. Eugene, how would you describe your day-to-day roles and responsibilities as an intern?
Yeah, thank you for the question, Esther. My day-to-day role as an intern wasn't easy at all. Waking up and then getting to work at 7 o'clock, and sometimes although to leave work at as late as 7:30, 8 p.m. It was very, very challenging, but all the way because we wanted the technical learning, so we actually went through. Yeah. So going to work and then getting in touch with customers and customer relations at community water was really, really challenging, because where I am, I would say that most of the people here are undereducated, and so communicating with them sometimes you have to go through about 4 or 5 times, and then there's pipe bursts here and there. So it was very challenging, but we went through, and yeah, I also learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. That's one side of the coin. What about you, Isaac? How would you describe your daily role as an intern at Tematang Farm?
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. Oh, for me, it was very interesting for me. I think I was a health and safety personnel there. So day in, day out, I had to do some site visits, do some checks. And then I think one of the interesting parts was when I came across any individual, they somehow called me Bosu with this reason. With, with TTF, we have a helmet with colors assigned to specific departments. So with the safety, we had a particular helmet that was somehow orange. But then whenever someone sees you, they treat you as a full-time member. It felt so good. Like these big engineers, they see me and they call me boss everywhere. And then I had to inspect their facilities before they start their operations. Oh, it was a very interesting one. And then I think the other one was about the technical aspect. So getting to dive into what I needed to learn. These people actually took time to make me appreciate whatever was going on there. And then it was very great comparing that to what we used to learn in the classroom. I mean, it was my first internship, so I got to appreciate it very well. So that is what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experience with us. I would like to invite Gertrude into the discussion. Gertrude, how would you describe a day in the life of an intern at AXA Energy? You may go ahead, Gertrude. Okay, yeah. Please go ahead, Gertrude. Okay, let's move on. Roberta, please, how would you describe your daily roles as an intern?
So my routine as an intern, you go to work as early as 7:30, not that early, but 7:30 was the time to report. Then in the mornings, those on morning shift will take you around. So you visit the site, the plants, you appreciate it, show you all the equipment you need to know for you to understand and then embrace what they do there. And after that, we come back and we do what we call debriefing. So with debriefing, you come and tell us the whole process. You come and come and share with your peers whatever you heard, whatever they heard to, they will say to the officer who is in charge, and he will also correct you where he thinks you left something out, and we go back to the field again later in the afternoon. So we go through it all over again so that it actually stays in your head. I think that was how I spent my time there. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Roberta, following up on what you said, who do you think is a fit for this role? And what characteristics would help someone succeed in that role?
Please take the question again.
Who do you think is a fit for that role, and what characteristics would help someone succeed in that role?
I think anybody who is ready to learn will be able to fit into the role, and you have to be safety conscious. One thing they will always say is, you came to work with 10 fingers, and so must you go back with 10 fingers. So you have to be safety conscious. You have to be willing to learn. And then don't be like you're a boss and you go. You think most of the people are more like the people are more like technical people, so they don't really understand the processes. But then don't think that because you have a university degree, you are bigger than somebody who is.
Thank you, Roberta. Maximizing internship experience is key. Ellen, I would like to hear your thoughts on how students could make the most of their internship experience.
Okay, thank you, Naya. So students can make most of their internship experience by being proactive, mostly not waiting for you to be told what to do, asking questions, and then also showing genuine interest in learning. Sometimes your body language should tell whether you are willing to learn or not. And then also they should be able to observe, take initiatives, and then also be able to build good relationship with supervisors. It was more of a company. We had foreigners who were Russians around. Sometimes you would love to communicate with them, but since most of them cannot actually, are not really good or fluent in the English language. I mean, we still had to find a way to communicate with them and then build good relations with them, with the supervisors, and then also the other guys around, and also be able to keep note of what we learn and then reflect on it to show the trend of our growth. Because anytime you learn and you're not able to remember or reflect on what you learned, it's actually a waste. So uh, some of these things are things we can actually do to help us get most of our internship experience. Thank you.
Thank you for the insights, Ellen. Let's talk about evaluations and accountability checks. Eugene, share with us how your performance was evaluated.
Yeah, thank you very much, Naya, once again. Yeah, my performance was evaluated by my attendance. Every time I go to work, I actually sign in and I also sign out. So my attendance was used, and secondly, my ability to ask and then answer questions. After every month at the end of every month, they will intentionally this the one in charge at my department will come and ask all of us what we've learned. So he can really send you to some of the tank sites and then intentionally ask you, so what was this and what is this used for? What is the brand of which company produced this equipment? So they will actually be testing you and then get to know if you are actually there to learn or you are just there playing. So there are other techniques that they use at community water to evaluate our performance during the internship time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Time to dive into future career plans and industry trends. Pamela, looking ahead, how did your internship shape your future career goals or academic direction?
Thank you for the question. So I got to do my internship at Ghana Standard Authority, and I worked in the petroleum lab. And when we're in class, we were always hearing about density tests, viscosity tests, calorimeter, and all that. So I got to see how things I learned in school actually work in the lab, like in testing petroleum products and making sure they meet the safety and quality standards. And we all know that at Standard Board, we deal with testing products and making sure they meet the standard in the country, or let's say the whole world. So one thing that has really shaped my future career is I've learned that I've learned how important accuracies are are on the oil field.
Thank you, Pamela. Let's talk about breaking into the industry. Akpalu, what advice would you give to students hoping to enter the oil and gas industry today?
Okay, once again, thank you very much. Hello, thank you very much for your question. So I think someone who wants to endeavor or coming to break into the oil and gas industry, I think I'll advise the person to take more and pay more attention to the basics, the fundamentals. That is going to help the person a lot. That means you shouldn't just learn to pass, but you should learn to learn. Learn all the basics, that these are what will make you differ and make you distinct from all other students or people that you might meet, and it will help in your engineering career or oil and gas sector. Because I think when I was at Thor and during meeting with engineers, highly tech and highly supervised, and they were well equipped with knowledge and they knew what they were doing. They knew how, what to do, what to say, and what to report at a certain time. And to my surprise, they had the knowledge of all the basic things they learned from their JHS, SHS, and university levels. And I think it's one thing that someone who endeavors to learn or to enter into an oil and gas industry at this time in his life should take into consideration. Learning to learn, not just learning to pass. Yes, that's what I would say. Thank you.
Well articulated. Thank you very much. Akpalu just shared some valuable insights. Bubune, please could you expand on that from your perspective? Let's hear from you, Bubune. Okay, let's move on. Pamela, please could you expand on that from your perspective? Pamela, please, are you there? Okay, let's move on. The energy shift is on. The shift to clean energy is gaining momentum, with progressions indicating a swift transformation to renewables, which would be accounting for about 50% of the global energy mix by 2030. Eugene, I want to hear your thoughts. How do you see the future of the oil and gas industry?
Yeah. So actually, what you are saying is true. We are transitioning to clean energy, but um, with um, with developed countries are a bit, with this is a bit okay, but with the now developing countries, it will take a very long time for us to catch up. And if it will take us a very long time, then oil and gas is also needed so far as we are developing. And then we are also transitioning into clean energy. There is no way oil and gas is going to die anytime sooner. So I would urge all of us to upgrade ourselves as we transition, but we should also try and become innovative alongside as we are transitioning, because oil and gas is not leaving us anytime sooner. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. Now, Benedicta would add to the conversation. Benedicta, looking ahead at the job market, what future do you see for the job market in this career?
So thank you. I think with the oil and gas industry, the future is still bright, disregarding the speculations people make about the industry. And the shift is towards clean energy. And I think that when one has a hybrid knowledge on petroleum and also renewable energy, it will help the individual to succeed in the industry. And when it comes to trying to find yourself as a future professional in oil and gas, you'd have to maybe build yourself or train yourself in digital literacy or try to learn new things about AI, machine learning, because in a few years' time, those will be the most important part of the industry. And when you have an upper hand, you will definitely earn a role in the industry. Thank you.
Well said, Benedicta. Thank you very much. Now we are opening the floor for questions, and you can also share your thoughts as well. We want to hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts. And if you have any questions, our panelists will be glad to answer them accordingly. Any questions or any contributions?
James, I think somebody's hand is up, so if you can
Yes.
allow the question.
Anybody can unmute now. Left, yes, left.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. So, thank you very much for the very nice conversation. I would like to ask. I don't know if I'll be permitted to ask two questions.
Please go ahead.
All right. The first one is to all the panelists that have had the experience at internship experience at two companies. I want to know if their experiences at these companies differed, since I know maybe some of them have worked under the oil and gas industry, and then maybe two oil and gas industries. I want to know if their experiences differed. And then once again, I would also like to ask you. We're talking about cleaner energy. I want to know if some of the I'm very passionate about sustainability, and then I want to know some of the companies from the panelists that which actions were they taking to ensure cleaner energy. Any of them? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Ellen, please do us the honors of answering his question. Ellen, please, let's hear from you. Eugene, please, could you answer him for us?
Yeah, thank you very much, Esther. I've actually had double experience. I did my first internship at ECG, my second internship at Community Water and Sanitation, and then probably my third internship, I'm planning of doing it at TOP. Okay, so with regards to transitioning into energy, into clean energy, where currently I am working, you see, they could be using either the national grid, but over here they are using solar panels to power their to power their pumps in order to pump the water to their reservoirs. So they are also transitioning very well as with regards to clean energy. And then at ECG2, you see, working at two different companies gives you two different experiences altogether. No matter, even if you are working at different oil fields, it will be the experiences will be different because you're going to meet different people, you're going to meet different instructions that you have to follow so far as working is concerned. So doing your internship at two different companies really broadens your mind, at the same time giving you a lot of experiences and building connections as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. Please, any other question?
Please, could I begin?
Yes, please, you may go ahead.
All right. It seems almost every speaker pointed out that they knew some people in the industries before they got the internship slots. And a lot of people who barely know people in the industry suffer a lot. They experience denials, disappointment at the end of the day. So what should someone do if he or she doesn't hear from a company after making a lot of in-person submission of applications? And then also, for how long should one wait for an approval that he or she has been granted for an internship offer? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Roberta, please kindly answer him for us.
I'll take the second question first.
Okay.
Regarding how many times are you supposed to follow up? So let me share this experience. I know someone, I have a friend who applied for internship opportunity at the Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority. Anyways, that's where I am currently. And he didn't follow up on the letter. He didn't check, he didn't do anything. I don't know whether he checked, but then from what I can see, he didn't really check. His internship was supposed to start on the 6th of October. It was just this Monday he called me and he told me that he came there for follow-up, and on the letter he was supposed to start sit and finish 14th. That is next week. So the time is just 1 week left. The time is fast spent. But what is saving him is the fact that he has already done it before. So I feel like don't target just one place. Target 2 or 3 places that you are sure that they will pick people. There are some companies that honestly don't pick interns. They don't want attaches over there. So pick 2 or 3 that you know that they pick people and start following up very early. So me personally, what I did was I sent, when a letter was given to me, I forwarded it to my father, who sent it to the place. So I was back in school and then my father was doing the rounds for me. So what I will advise is send your letter early. When you're in school, let somebody send it for you or find a way to send it early, and then start following up even before vacation. Start checking up. Are these people responding? Are these people responding? In that way, if you're not getting a place, you change. If you're not getting a place early, you start looking. If you're not getting a first place, sorry, you start looking for another place. Or else, if you put your heart into one place and then you don't get, it means you are missing out. There's nothing for you to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, any other question?
Naya, would you allow me to come in?
Yeah, sure, you may. Please go ahead.
Okay. So one of the reasons why most of you students don't get internship slot is that you look at just the few top companies. All of you are sending your internship letters to GMPC, to Modec, to Halliburton. Guys, two things. One, there are more companies in our space providing several services to the oil and gas industry. Several companies. I think the whole of this week, I was at a local content conference. I saw a number of students there interacting with the oil guys. Most of you, especially, we have people here who are from Takrade, who are just home. They never came. Yes, it's true that, and I will not deny the fact that in our oil and gas space, you need to know somebody. But there are a lot of people who have gotten to the top without knowing anybody. You have to create your own connections. I met this lady from UMass, Shahima, at the local content conference, pushing and interacting with several companies, having a lot of interactions. So start building your own interactions. When there are SP networking events, conferences, come there, interact with the companies, interact with top HRs and co. So build your own connections. That is one. Two, stop looking for internship positions only in the oil and gas space. It is broad. I'm happy to hear that one of our panelists is doing her internship at Ghana Standard Authority. I can tell you for a fact, most of the guys doing typical petroleum have never sent their CVs there or letters there for internship. We have EPA. Most of you don't send it there. We have GRA. GRA has a petroleum desk. None of you have sent it. We have welding companies. So open your search for other companies that do petroleum or even non-petroleum. I'm happy to see someone did a work at ECG. There are several. You don't have to just target just few companies. So in summary, two things: build your own connections by attending events, build your networks, and finally, look wide, search wide. Don't narrow your search to just oil and gas companies. We have a lot in the space. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Stephen. In the interest of time, we wouldn't be taking any more questions. Dr. Stephen, please, is there anything you would like to share with us?
I would like our senior James, who is an SP executive and also completions engineer, to make his inputs before we wrap it up.
Okay.
Yes. Doc, your line was breaking, so I didn't hear what you were expecting me to say.
Yes, we wanted you to give us your final word before we wrap it up.
Okay. So I think this series, right, by the academic faculty committee, is a very good and engaging series. One, it is meant to open up ideas, right, about the industry and its offerings for young graduates and then even students alike, right? When I was a student, I always use myself as an example. First year, I did an internship at Guinness Ghana Limited, right? My task over there was basically to fix CCTV camera, fire alarm system, and access control systems, right? Nothing to do with petroleum engineering. Second year, I had the opportunity to do a part of internship with GMPC, right? And then also I went to a technology consultancy center at KNUST for another internship. Third year, I did a Ministry of Energy, right? Final year, then I did a service at Ghana Atomic Energy Commission, right? Then after I found my way back into the oil and gas industry, Halliburton, right? So all these experiences, even though some were not related to petroleum engineering, right, shaped me into becoming the engineer I am today. I currently do intelligent completions, which is part of the core petroleum engineering I did back in school, right? So as Doc said, the industry is very wide. The companies are also very, very wide. Ghana Standards Authority, what's the name? Ghana Revenue Authority. Anywhere you think you can go to gain the experience, please do it, right? Don't sit home a vacation and say you never got any place to do service. Please take that bold step. Take that bold step. Just walk to the company, network as well, right? Don't underplay networking. Never, right? It will enrich your CV. Two, it will also build skill sets that will be very, very useful to you in the near future, right? So I want to thank the academic faculty committee for putting together this all important national internship diaries. I hope this time you spent with us has not been in vain. Please learn something from here and then apply it, and the sky will be your starting point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. So I just want to thank our panelists, Naya. Naya, I think that maybe in your next
Dr. Jam
internship. Hey, Prof, is Prof online, please?
No, this Lord, say Lord.
Lord, please. Lord, please just give us your final remarks.
Thank you, thank you, Dr. Ajay. Thank you, my good engineer James, and all SP executives. Yes, I think the students have done very well. I never expected them to do this human's job. The introduction was wow. Right from the introduction to the end of it, I think it was good. The pieces they've gathered together, they have shared with us. We have seen their weakness, we have seen their strength, just as you have presented, and Engineer James has also presented. They have to look wider than they have ever looked. They have to open up to network. They have to open up. It is not only in the classroom. The education we also get outside the classroom or outside the confines of the marker is always better. It's always better. And I believe that is why I am even part of the SPE leadership. So, dear students and dear engineers in the making, open up and always here to advise whatever your lecturers tell you, whatever you come to SPE meetings, online meetings, physical meetings, you hear, try to put them into practice, and you will become greater than whatever we have achieved or we are achieving today. Thank you, Chairman
Dr. Stephen Ajay for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Lord. So we don't want to take much of your time. I thought Prof was online, but Prof is not here. But thank you, guys. Naya, thank you for your moderation. Probably you should start hosting programs online. Maybe one of these TV stations start hosting some of the programs. And so I'm really impressed. Panelists, thank you for. We've given you pressure, but thank you for doing a great job for us. Thank you all students who joined. Anytime you have a problem, you can WhatsApp me, WhatsApp Sir Lord, WhatsApp any to get into contact, and we hope to shape your careers and see you all at the top. All right, do have a great evening, guys. All right, so good night and enjoy your evening. Thank you all for joining this session.
Thank you.
too.